Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start the new lesson 10, Internet Online Surfing. So, when we speak about Internet and online surfing, in today's era, everything connected with Internet. Without an Internet connection, these days we cannot do anything. When you take a simple transaction itself, everything from very basic to from high level, everything based on the Internet connections. So, surfing, Internet and online surfing. So, in this lesson we will be learning completely theory about it. So, let us go faster, and since it is a theory, we need to go faster, right? And I see in this lesson we will be speaking about popular Internet services, what are the services are there in that, and potential threats while using the Internet, how we have to be secure when we are using Internet, and nitty-gritties. So, like this we will learn plenty of topics in that. So, directly we shall go to the topic here. So, the Internet is defined as a network of million computers connected to each other worldwide through the telephone lines or cables. So, in short, what they have given here is, so Internet is connected all over the world, not only in India, not only in a state, it is connected all over the world. So, what happens in America, what happens in Pakistan, we can see everything here sitting in connection, Internet connection. So, all the connection systems are connected together, right. So, that is what is here, it become a vital part of our life. It enables the users to share ideas and search for the information. Now, these days whatever we need, what we do, just type it the Google, we get the answer. And to say in simple, if we have Internet connection, we don't need teacher to teach. So, we ourselves can learn. So, that much Internet has grown, right. The booming technologies of modern age have made our life much easier and more connected across the globe via interconnected networks. See here what they say, technology has grown more. So, all technologies have interconnected. So, we can search, we can get all these informations. Although the Internet has provided great opportunities in almost all spheres, we should remain cautious of various types of challenges and threats associated with it. Though it is grown more, but we must be very careful. So, Internet is very good. With Internet we can grow more, grow higher and higher. The same way we must be very careful. Through Internet anything can happen. So, we can even grow, and we can even fall. So, anything can happen, we must be very careful from the threats. So, in this chapter we will learn everything about it. We will give a brief introduction to several Internet services. So, online chatting, email chatting, video conference, everything we will learn one by one in this chapter, right. See here, popular Internet services. So, this is one of the main important services which is given in your book. Excluding that, we have many more, but in your book it is given. First one, email. So, in the email it is just like a sending mails. So, in the mail what we can do, in that mail we can send messages and files such as pictures. We can send files, text we can send, PDF document we can send, Word document we can send, pictures, files, everything can be sent. So, when we send, it must be size must be less than 35 MB. If it goes more than 35 MB, what happens? It will be shared as a drive. Clear? So, when we send, immediately it will be received by the receivers. That is called email. And when we speak about online chatting, so this is a very familiar now these days. So, how we chat, clear? Now it became very familiar. Chatting, text chatting or video calling, that we will have separately. So, chat is more personalized form of communication that helps life. It will not take more time. After time, when you send a message, immediately the person will receive it. The same thing will happen. What's called chatting. Chatting means text messages. Here also, you can also interact with other users through voice and video chats. Chatting on the Internet can take place via instant messages, chat websites, chat rooms, etc. So, how we can chat? We can do the voice calling, voice chatting, text chatting or video chatting. That can be it will be live how we are talking, that will be like live, right? So voice conferencing, this is one of the important conferencing during lockdown it happened, clear? A video conference can be described as a phone call. How we make a phone call, video conference with a live video chat allows multiple people sitting at the geographical different locations. Here video conference, what happens, like we speak video calling, the same way it happens, people can be in different places, so that will be connected together and they can have a live communication. That's what they say, live chatting, video conferencing here, right? And e-learning, this is one of the important thing. We don't need to carry any books. E-learning will give a more impact in that. E-learning means electronic learning. E-learning means electronic learning. Email means electronic mail. Email means electronic mail, and here e-learning means electronic learning. Clear? It refers to learning with the use of technology that enables people to learn anytime and anywhere. So now we carry the book with us. The same book will get a PDF in a document, so that can be accessed. That can be accessed in your mobile or laptop anywhere. So through that we can read, we can study anything in the world. So it can be accessed anywhere at any time. That's what they say, learning, e-learning. See here, students at the time of the same time in an interactive and interesting manner. Thus it saves time and reduces the need of costly classroom based training. See here, when we speak about e-learning, not only books we will get it, we will get everything. We will get everything. We can get audio books, video book we will get. So in the audio book and video book, it will be more effective for learning. That's what they say, e-learning, right? And when we speak about internet free calls, when we speak about internet free calls, it provides several platforms free of calling, but we need to have internet connection. When we have internet connection, we can call freely from others anywhere. But what they supposed to have, they should install the same app in the both ways. If I am trying to call, and now these days we are familiar in using WhatsApp. So before they had Skype, and now WhatsApp became all these pictures are, all these are software, everything free of use, everything free of use. We can, if you are going to call, how we do it in the WhatsApp must be installed on both mobiles, so that we can call video calling. So when you want to call through WhatsApp calling, what happens, the both the mobile and the both the devices, WhatsApp must be installed, and then we can call free calling. So for that we need to have internet connection. So when we have internet connection, we can have free calling. That we all are familiar in that. So these days many of you or most of you are using that. So all these apps, Skype, WhatsApp, Tango or Google Hangouts, all these Viber, everything free calling app, free video calling app. So internet calling, for that we need to have internet connection. So we can have live, just like how we are talking live connection, we can have it, live talking. So that's what they say. But all these apps are free of calling. We don't need to pay any amount. We don't need to pay any, but we need to have net connection. For that we need to have net connection, right? And when we speak about e-groups, an e-group, electronic group, when we speak about e-group, electronic group, it via meeting place for individual who share the same interests. It provides a platform for people to share information. I'll give you an example. So most of us have used same WhatsApp calling. Now what happens, you can have group contact, group calling, 6 people, right? Group calling you can have it. That's what they say, e-groups. We make a group, and a family with family or anything, any member, we call many members, then we speak. So it's called e-groups. Clear? And the next one, social networking. This is one of the important platform now we have, and very important and very sensitive also. See here, a social networking site is an online platform that focuses on facilitating the building of social networks or social relations among people who share interests, activities, backgrounds, real life connections, etc. So most of you know that Facebook, all these Facebook, Twitters, LinkedIn, You must have used it. People all over around the world, they post something whatever they like it. So everybody can see that. That's what they say, social networking sites. This is the best example. So Facebook. So most of you are using it, right? So whatever I think I can post it, whatever you think you can post it. So anybody can see that. So that's what social networking. So we must be very careful before uploading anything. So dear children, be careful. And internet TV. So we know live TVs at home. We have cable TV, we have dish connections, something like that. But here when we speak about internet TV, can be defined as a medium of delivering television content over the internet connections. Simple. What is given in the passage? See here, we, as I said, we have TV at home, but internet TV, we don't need to have TV, we don't need to carry anything. So that can be accessed maybe in your mobile itself, like a live stream. How we are watching the cable TV or dish connections, same way we can see everything. It will be connected through internet, and as you are accessing TV, the same way you can also access it. You can see all the programs, maybe your device, your mobile or laptop or tab, anything that can be accessed. So that's what they say, live TV. See here, TV screen or mobile phone by searching or retrieving the programs of your choice. Sometimes what happens, the old program also can see that. So that's called internet TV. But we need to have proper net connection. Internet speed must be there. And internet radio. So most of you know that internet, all the old people you can ask. Now we have a TV, everything. But when we speak about the radio, old people, maybe your grandfathers, you can ask, your grandparents, you can ask what they used to do. They used to carry a small or big radio, and they may not be able to, they may not get a proper network, I mean signal for a radio, and they keep a proper place and they listen everything. But now we have technology has grown up. So here internet, so they say here it is typically that old one, typically up to 100 miles that radiation will be there. They can get a signal, then afterwards they may not get it. But when we speak about internet radio, that will be connected all over the internet. Any world from America, what happens you can see here. America radio, you can listen here, and what is happening here they can listen. So everything connected through internet. So all over the world you can listen the radio. You can listen the radio. So that's what they say, internet radio. Clear? It doesn't need up to 100 miles. Internet radio has no limitations. This internet radio has no limitations. It is capable of broadcasting graphics, text and links with audio, thus surveying all the sense of the listeners. Some of the popular internet or radio services are with. See what happens, you can see these Radio Mirchi, Bandra, all these radio services have licensed one. So that can be accessed anywhere in the world. So that's what they say here, it is internet radio, right? Now moving to the next topic, potential threats while using the internet. This we must be very careful. So we know that when we are frequently using internet, our data has been stolen, hacking. So we must be very careful about it. That's what we are going to see here. While discussing computer security, a thread is we call it as a loop. So threat can be described as a possible danger to security. Much harm can be done by breaching the security system of computer through the internet. So what happens, they speak about a firewall. So the threat will, what happens, it will destroy the firewall, then the people can access what you have in the computer or in the mobile. They can easily hack. Your data can be hacked. That's what they see. We must be very careful about it. A threat can be either intentional or accidental. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to be alert and vigilant while giving personal details like debit card, password, PIN, etc. So when we share something very important, bank details, as they say, your OTP or debit card details, PIN number, anything, we must be very conscious about it. People can easily steal that, and they can easily take all your money from your bank account. So be very careful when you are using internet. So don't give before entering your details, please check whether it is a secure site or not. okay, and if it's not secure, don't share anything. And next one, malware. Malware is a short form of malicious software. It includes viruses, worms, and Trojan horses. These are very harmful virus in your computer. If it goes into your computer, you won't be able to access anything. It will defect your computer completely. So be careful. And it initially behaves as a scare war, as generates a pop-up message that tricks the user and results in the downloading malware. So what happens when we use when we browse something, just like a pop-up screen it gives. So when we give OK, and if you give something that, which means you are permitting the malware to download in your computer, and it will be installed. Once if it is installed, then people can easily, that malware won't be able to run your computer properly. So be careful. So this program can be reformat the hard drive of your computer, causes loss of information. That's what I say. This will share. I mean, this is the most important thing. It will your things will be hacked from your hard drive, which means you are giving permission to other people to access your hard drive. Clear? And viruses, a program that is securely embedded on a computer system, that is to steal, corrupt, or destroy data, is unknown as a computer virus. So this is very dangerous one virus. We must be very careful about it. So this embedded as a computer program exactly. So that can be used for stealing. That can be used for stealing or corrupting your data, or destroy the data is known as a computer. So that will be destroyed as a virus. If virus affects your computer, you won't be able to get the data. It is very difficult. It can change the function of a computer and can spread to other computer also. So once if the virus is installed in your computer, so when you insert pen drive in that computer, and if you use that same pen drive into another computer, the virus can be shared, spread. So through that the virus will be spread. So be careful. So time to time scan your computer, and if there is any malware or virus, remove that. Right? And going to the next one, Trojans. This is one of the viruses. Trojan is a malicious program that embeds itself into a legitimate software and pretends to be a harmless application. It is an executable file that will install itself and run automatically once if it is downloaded. It has ability to hide itself from antivirus detection. See, it's a very dangerous virus. When you scan your computer, it can hide from the antivirus also. That's what they say here. Once inside your computer, Trojan horse can delete your files, record your username, passwords, and other useful information by logging keystrokes of, or use your computer hack of computers. What happens? People can, someone who is creating that Trojan. So once if that software, that virus installed in your computer, what happens? It will hide when you scan by using antivirus also, it will escape from that. What happens? Hiding itself, whatever you type username, password, it will record everything and it will send to the person. So that can be, your data can be lost. So that person can access everything, it will slow down the computer. So be careful, and if unknown things, don't give anything. If when you use a browser or when you use internet, if it pop-ups something unknown which you don't want, please close it. Don't give OK, and don't give any of your personal information. And worms. Worms are common threat is to computers. A worm, unlike a virus, attack a computer on its own without attacking itself to files or programs. It takes a place of a computer's memory and progrades by sending itself to other computers in a network. It consumes the system's memory or network bandwidth heavily. So this is worm, so it will take more space in your computer, and it takes the data and sends back to the person one who created that worms. So everything, we must be careful about all these topics. Next one, keyloggers. So it is a program that records every key stroke of users to get important information such as password and other sensitive informations frequently. See, this is one of the very dangerous one. Whatever you type key tags, key loggers, whatever you type no password or any ATM pin number, all these things it takes, it stores and it passes to other person. So easily it can be hacked, right? So cookies. A cookie is a text message given to a web browser by a web server. The web browser saves this user specific data in the text file. This file is called a cookie and it is later used by the browser to prepare customer web pages. So what happened here? Cookies, whenever we use, whenever we type something, so we don't need to, first time we can do that. So the cookies will be saved in your temporary file as a text file. What happens when you come back another time, when you search, so it will help you. But what happens, a user is not required to fill the stored information every time he purchases goods online. Cookies are otherwise safe documents which can be deleted anytime. So this is almost safe only. So we can, if you want, we can delete it, right? So but they can produce harmful consequences if read by an unauthorized person. So these cookies we cannot accept anytime. So when you browse, when you access something, it will ask cookies, accept cookies. So don't accept for everything. Let us see that what is happening, who is giving. If it's an unauthorized person, if you give cookies, okay, they can steal your data. They can steal your data. Be careful about it. So commit further crimes. It is advised that the cookies are deleted but periodically so as to be avoid any kind of time to time you just delete cookies. Time to time you delete it, right? Spyware. It is a type of a software that securely collects the information about an online user. It monitors surfing habits the user and steals information about the visited web pages, email addresses, passwords, credit card numbers, and spyware. Like the name is spyware. So whatever you type frequently, that all the informations, user ID, password, everything is steals. So spyware, that's what I say. So time you just delete it, scan your computer, clear? And spamming. Email spamming involves sending unwanted messages or undistributable advertisements to a large number of recipients. So this unwanted thing it will send. So spamming, it will send unwanted messages in the email. So when we give OK, then it will start its working. So spam is a serious security threat as it can be used to deliver emails that could contain malicious software like Trojan horses. This will, as I said, no, once if they send any unwanted mails, any advertisements, when we click, then it will start sending that viruses, as we were discussing, Trojan horses, viruses, worms, everything. Through that, everything will get inside. It will break the firewall, then it will be installed in your computer. Be careful. Scare bomb. It is a malicious software, malware, which pops up a window informing the user that system is infected and asking for the fee to clean it. It tricks the user to click a link within the background, downloads the malicious. See, this is a very dangerous one. It shows, it will show that information, yeah, you need to do that or else something will happen, like a cheating type. So people, what we do, we think that yeah, it is a real one. So we are cheated. Then when we give that click, then it will start its working in background, like a spam. Clear? It is also very dangerous one. And runs somewhere. Runs malware. See here, it is related to scare worm. It also gives fraudulent warning regarding the system being infected. It installs malware that demands payment. This is what happens, it demands payment. So each and everything it has its own, but this is for payment. So when we give a payment, for example, maybe first time it will ask for 1 rupee or 2 rupees or 10 rupees. So it is not a big amount for us. We give, we just pay that. What happens? the next time it will detect by itself. Clear? So, first time when we give that amount, that your information will be saved, unauthorized person will be saved and they will detect the money automatically. So, be careful in that. So, dear children, so today we have seen two topics. So, all these topics, what is in networking sites that we have seen, and malwares. So, these two main topics we have seen, so small topics. So, be careful, dear children, reading everything. When we are using internet, be careful. When you are using internet, be careful. So, if you don't know anything, don't give permission, don't give unnecessarily click, don't share your personal information online. So, be careful. So, if you do that, your data will be lost. So, time to time save your data, scan and keep your computer safe. If you find any unnecessary file there, please delete it by yourself. Don't install it, and just see what are the antivirus names we have, so that you can be aware of it. So, thank you, dear children. Please learn everything properly and get ready for your examination. Thank you.